And I had given this speech thousands of times. This speech took place at California Maritime Academy, which is a school that trains merchant cadets in Northern California. The speech actually took place in April during its graduation and commencement exercise. I had no idea that it would go viral. A company called Goalcast, who looks for different motivational bits through the public airwaves, found the speech, added B-roll, and added a music bed, and edited it. So I'm giving a speech in Tulsa, Oklahoma on the 5th of October. And I'm relaxing that evening when my wife calls frantically saying, honey, you have a speech with 500,000 views. And I thought she was playing a joke. Usually my speeches had, 1,000 views, whether or not the kids watched. And so, 500,000 views. By the time we got off the phone, 1 million views. By the time I woke up the next morning, 9 million views. By the time I flew home, 25 million views. By the next day, 50 million views. Now we're getting calls from everyone, including our oldest son, who's an attorney, who said, Dad, this is a gift, hire people right away. Within a week, we had hired more staff, a company to help us to manage this growing enterprise. Interesting point, Mary. I wrote a book years ago titled Lessons from a Third Grade Dropout. It was literally on HarperCollins' dead list, meaning that it only sold the minimum required. But because I mentioned that book in this speech, it becomes instantly a bestseller. And just interesting note, wrote the book in 2006 and now 2017. It's a bestseller, and at 62 years of age, I was being called an overnight sensation, even though I had been speaking for 30 years about the wisdom of my dad. The second part of your question, it changed everything. Those 50 engagements went to 200 all over the world. It seems like people, when you have a viral video like that, it's not about you. People are looking for encouragement. Folks are looking for hope. I think innate in all of us is this desire to want to be better versions of ourselves, right? And I think that resonated with people, especially the part where I lost my wife, especially the part where I hit rock bottom, especially the part where you have a dad, like a coach, like people that we all have in our lives saying, don't quit, don't give up. We received phone calls. The ones that made me cry were the phone calls from people who were about to commit suicide and somehow interacted with that video and said, I'm going to live another day. People who were ready to quit their jobs, ready to walk away from their marriages. Mary, to say that my life has changed would be an understatement. I resigned my pastorate at the church. I have a new calling, you might say, and it's to go all over the world and encourage people and give them hope from the words of a third grade dropout. I hope that answered your question. I know I'm a little long-winded.